Morning. How are you? I I heard you were in the new place. Right. Good.
Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for March the 12th, 2024. We are joined today by the tall, the wonderful, the handsome Id.
Hi.
And my starlight is lurking. Good morning, Chris. So we've been talking about IKEA furniture. Yay! I do like the guy who owns IKEA. Good morning, Obi-Wan. How are you? He's a billionaire with having developed IKEA and brought it around and all that stuff. And he made his children work. None of this giving them the family fortune stuff. You want a fortune, you go earn your own. Which I'm thinking is brilliant. Hi, Chosen. How are you doing? So that was a nice thing when I started reading about that. And I know IKEA is named for his hometown in Sweden? Is that what it's named for?
I think so.
Yeah. Obi-Wan says, doing great. Been spreading so much democracy lately, so all my other games have kind of shoved off the table. Yeah. Oh, it was Chosen's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday a day late, Chosen. Congratulations.
I like the taste of Liberty, but Helldivers gives me motion sickness.
I haven't done Helldivers yet. Probably won't. It looks wonderful. Good morning, Class 43 HST Train. Boy, that one's a hard one to say in the morning. Yeah, Helldivers looked fun. Looked slightly Starship Troopers, if you realize that Starship Troopers was done as satire. Chosen had Wendy's for dinner yesterday. What did I do for my birthday? Oh, I had champagne and cake for my birthday. I had pretend champagne. Totally fake champagne because I bought it for New Year's. 2 for the price of 1, so, high quality stuff. Though it tasted good. And I went to the cake shop and bought a slice of cake, which was okay. It was sweet, though. Good, but sweet, and I was explaining this to the dogs that it was really nice to have a piece of cake, but it was very sweet. So, hey, we should start on Sundays. We're going to bake a dessert every week, or make a dessert every week. So 1, I can get used to cooking again, and 2, I can make it as not sweet as I want to. But aside from that, Chosen, I have had carry out every night except one when we went to K-Town, which is a local Korean barbecue. Is that the right word for it? You get the big grill in the middle, and you can put meat or veggies, or meat and veggies on it, or you can get a big pot of boiling broth, and you can...
Hot pot.
Yes, a hot pot, thank you. And throw noodles and veggies and stuff in there. Let's see, Chris says, we had an amazing IKEA ad made like years ago. It was done in ancient Egypt theme where Cleopatra sits on her throne reading a piece of papyrus, whilst her mother-in-law pops in and starts questioning the furniture. IKEA has some very good commercials. Some they don't run in the States because if you've seen them, you'd realize why. Like the baby getting into the mom's secret stash drawer and finding her toys. And every time the little toy would start vibrating.
Did you ever see the movie Parenthood?
With Steve Martin and...
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, the flashlight scene?
No, I don't remember the flashlight scene. It's been a long time.
Power goes out, and they're fumbling around trying to find a flashlight, and they turn it on, and...
Yes. Yeah, European commercials can be excellent. The past couple of years I've been watching the Norwegian Postal Service Christmas ads, which are very, very interesting. They're not always sweet Christmassy ones. They always have a message, and sometimes it's kind of a difficult message. Let's see. Obi-Wan says, I'm really enjoying how many different kind of gamers from the last 20 or so years on Steam I'm reconnecting with over HD2. Oh, interesting. It's been so fun and reminds me of Pokemon Go. Oh, yeah, Pokemon Go. My God, my son and his roommate got into that. That's got to be almost, 10 years ago now? And they both would go out for entire days, come back exhausted, but over the course of 4 months, they were losing weight like crazy. That was perfect. Two adults going out there playing a game, but getting physically active. I liked it.
Released July 6th, 2016.
Yeah, okay, 8 years ago, close enough. That's right, we were going to a martial arts practice, and I destroyed roommate's knee accidentally the previous year, so he didn't want to participate, so he just went out and played Pokemon Go all day and had a great time. Let's see. Chris says they also did a skit like this in the series with King Arthur questioning the round table choice. And the chairs are hard, so she offered pillows or covers for their armor so they didn't scratch the wood. Good commercials. And of course in America they'd be like, who's King Arthur? So I was watching a YouTube short on Carmina Burana. I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. It's a piece of music. But there was a movie called Excalibur. Carmina Burana. It's an opera or an operetta. If I played it for you, there's a song called O Fortuna that everybody knows, even if you don't know that you know it. And they used it in the movie Excalibur. And if you...
Is that the one with Sean Connery?
No, it's the one with people you've never heard of, and Nicol Williamson played Merlin, and I think Helen Mirren was in it as well. I can't remember if she was Morgana Le Fay. Yeah, I think she was Morgana Le Fay. King Arthur is the guy from the Bud Light Dilly Dilly commercials. That's correct, Toby-One. Oh, I'm not going to go get the Nimbosian hostages. Somebody needs that, I'm sure. Come on, guys, go get them. There you go. Yes, Liam Neeson was in Excalibur. So was Patrick Stewart. Playing Sir Kay. One of the Knights of the Round Table that nobody remembers. But we saw that, and we had probably seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail a couple of months before that. It's actually a really good piece of screenplay, but go back and watch it and listen to what a great job they did with making the music fit the scenes beautifully. The scene where they're riding in full, beautiful, shiny metal on their white horses through a orchard of flowering trees, and O Fortuna is playing, and the horse motion is slowed down just enough to sync with the horses, and they're using a Steadicam so that it stays focused on King Arthur without the up-down motion, but clearly moving with them. Let me see if I can find that real quick here. Nope, wrong button. That button, yes. Works better when I can remember how to spell O Fortuna. No, that's not the one.
Today, I'm going to
No. We don't care about your commercials, thank you. This is one I was thinking of. Yes, you can get down. There we go. So I was making coffee and forgot to put the coffee pot underneath the coffee drip filter. And for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to put my hand on the top of the coffee maker and steamed my hand. So I'm a little twingy this morning. So if you go to that clip, trying to see if I can find it real quick here. Is that it? Look at about 2:19. On that clip, if you want to see the scene I was talking about. In the movie, it runs longer than it does in the clip, but it is a good one.
So my wife's school's library's been purging things from its collections.
Uh-huh.
and they put them out in the hall for anybody who wants to pick them up. And I've got a bunch of Star Trek books now, and there are DVDs. I now have a third copy of 1776.
With William Daniels?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I hate William Daniels in some way, but I love him in that.
Right. It was one of the first musicals I kind of fell in love with. And actually, there was a revival done, and Brent Spiner plays John Adams.
Really?
Yeah. I've only heard the soundtrack from it, so I can't say what the visuals were like, but it was not bad.
Well, he's not a bad singer. I mean,
No.
I've heard a couple of. He did one album that wasn't bad, and I just realized the previous people here tried to repair 2 holes in the wall and sanded the paint ever so slightly. I'm sure they patched it and then repainted it with flat paint over gloss, so it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb at this hour. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Good morning, everybody who's joined us. I suppose we should go beat up some stuff.
From what I hear, he's going to be making a return visit to the new Night Court.
Oh, good.
So,
as Bob Wheeler.
Yes.
Chris, I've seen The Birdcage and La Cage aux Folles. So if you're talking Birdcage, the one with Gene Hackman and, oh God, what's his name? Well, Robin Williams is in it. Hank Azaria's in it. What is his name?
Nathan Lane's in it.
Thank you, Nathan Lane. That was the one. I want to say, it's not, is it Diane Weiss who's in it as the mother? I think the only character in there who was kind of forgettable was the daughter. Maybe that was Callista Flockhart? Diane Lane, thank you. Diane Lane. And the son. Both the son and the daughter were forgettable. But to this day, when I get a headache, it's like, I'll go get a Pirin. And my husband would get that joke, and my son's like, huh? I'll show you someday, dear. Do you remember that scene where he scrapes the A and the S off the aspirin?
Yep.
And to give it to Nathan Lane. Who was the son? Who played the son? Dan Futterman. Oh, no. Was that him? Let's see. Yeah, Dan Futterman. Not known for anything, but was in a lot of stuff, apparently. A lot of TV stuff. Some movies.
What's her name? Christina, how do you pronounce that? Baranski?
Oh, I don't know. For the daughter?
No, probably the daughter's the mother of.
Oh, her, yes.
Yeah.
It was Callista Flockhart.
Yeah.
Let's
Love
see.
her.
No, it was Diane Wiest, not Diane Lane. And who is the mother? Christine Baranski, yes. Oh yeah, she's a great actress. Now that I look at her face, it's like, oh yeah, I know her. Yes, Chris, you are absolutely right. Well, Chris, he didn't get big because of that film because it just wasn't that big of a role he had. I mean, you've got 4 other main characters, 5 other main characters. Then you can't get 6 main characters and 7 main characters. They were kind of like ancillary. I want to say we saw this. Probably didn't see it in the theaters. Probably got it pre-streaming, so yeah, probably rented it. Obi-Wan needs beer. Dear, it's 6:16 in the morning. We all need beer. Well, shall we go beat up some stuff?
Yeah.
Let me send out some team invitations here.
They still haven't fixed that bug.
Which one?
So the zone-wide endeavors for Nakara,
Yeah?
when you're on the ground,
Uh-huh.
you don't see them.
What do
The
you mean?
progression, but when you beam back up,
Uh-huh.
you can see it. Like
Oh, it doesn't
I
show up
picked
in the little
No.
log thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing it. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing it.
Like I have thinning the herd going with 10 out of the 250, and if I'm on the planet, it's not there.
Oh, I just wait till I magically beam up and look at it. I've never realized it was ever supposed to be there. Okay, let's backtrack here. Christine, Chosen says, wasn't there a car named Christine who was a Plymouth Fury who had a horror movie based off of it? Yes, it's a Stephen King novel. Isn't it, Christine?
Yep.
And Obi-Wan said, no, and I had other thoughts too fast than you said we all do, and was like, should I get a larger pack? No, because good beer only comes in 6-packs, unfortunately. Sometimes good beer only comes in glasses. Lumuri, is you up for an invitation to go party hardy? Isn't anybody up for an invitation? We can take a big party along to do some fun stuff. Indianapolis has hundreds of really nice small brew pubs. The problem is I live now kind of out away from anywhere, and that means I have to drive, which means I can't go out and have a beer at a brew pub. Oh, hi, Mar Hawkman. Oh, no problem. Well, Chris, Id, what do we need to run? You said you had spacey damage.
Yeah, I need Terran ships, 10, doesn't matter where they are, and I need kinetic damage in space for 500,000.
Okay, do you guys want to start with a little Jupiter Eratus? I'll get you your Terran ships.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Chris, will that work for you? Then you can tell us what you need, Chris, and we'll go do that second. I have Undine ships. I can get that later. It's not a biggie. Oh, and I should...
Jupiter Erotica would be a completely different game.
Yes, it would. I should be on tonight. I'm going to try and make a point of not doing tons of house stuff every single night. Weewoo?
Weewoo?
Chris Weewoo? I'll wait for Chris just to make sure. Anniversary event starts today on console. Chosen, get cracking on those Omegas. Chris Weewoo?
I'm almost to 1600 Zen saved up.
Oh, nice. I have no idea what I've got. I'm going to assume Chris has Weewoo. Go with it. I haven't even looked at what I've got for Zen. Apparently I don't have space. Wonder how that happened. Oh, I've got 10,000 Zen. Cool. I can do stuff.
I'm working to be able to buy out at least one of the events.
Well, it went so fast. This next one, though, I wouldn't say there's an AFK-able event, but there's an AFK-able event. Let's see, it's you can AFK Azure Nebula. Please don't do it with everybody there. That's so rude unless you all agree to it in advance. You can, I think you can private, though.
You can private.
Yeah, so you can private AFK.
I don't even AFK it. I just run it private.
Well, the thing is to keep with the 20-hour cooldown. That means 2 of them that take about 14 minutes each. That's sometimes more than I've got time for at 2 in the morning. But come up here, start them up, and let it go. Just let the computer run. Fine. I don't care what the marks are.
Somebody beaming in as their avatar.
We have one of those today? No. Bummer. Somebody beamed in as their avatar yesterday, and then they turned into a ship. I would have loved to have seen this if we were all, our toons running around doing this in space. That'd be so much fun.
There was that old mission where he was floating outside the ship.
There's a couple of
Which one it
them.
was? Yeah, right. That would have been fun.
In Jabberwocky, as you're beaming down, once you go to the mirror universe, your ship doesn't appear, just you. And for a moment, you're in this kind of like free-fall-y thing.
Here they come. All ships, battle station.
Well, welcome in, familiar. We're just here for your safety. Hand it over and no one can.
I'm sorry, what was that, Kamarki? Did you have something to say to us?
The Terran fleet.
Could have sworn the Waskrava showed up. All I see is debris.
Unfortunately, she beams out. She doesn't get to breed. Otherwise, we'd get a kill count on her.
Picking up more ships through the rift.
So what shall we do tonight? I think we need to do something
Activate the
thematic.
holo projectors. Let's hope they get the job done. Defend the holo projectors as best you can.
I'll go get Beta.
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system.
Maybe I'll get Jupiter first.
Aren't going to close themselves.
And these ships aren't going to kill themselves. Takes a little assistance. Okay, now I'm at Beta.
Need to get those rifts under control. Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter station.
Oh my god, would this guy shut up?
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system. Rifts aren't going to close themselves.
We got 3 people over here. I'm gonna go over to Gamma. Oh, it's a
What do
Gamma.
you mean
Do you
that-
need help?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then I'll go. Somebody's at Alpha. Well, I guess I'll stay here then.
Need to clear out the ship.
Or Hawkman says, I keep trying to talk Augie into doing some Sompek. Hey, I'll take a Curland here over this guy just yelling at us. It's almost as bad as whatever they say down in the simulations.
Those rifts under control.
I think I might have to have a sim party one of these days. We haven't done sims in a long time. It's gotta be like 3 years ago. Ed wanted to do sims for the whole weekend, so we spent Friday moving the generators so they won't automatically trigger. And then you could run it with just like 5 people instead of the full 20. But one of us had to stay awake and on the map.
Terrans now control projector base. We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our systems.
morning, Ashi. How are you doing?
Terrans now control Projector Beta.
Fine, 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 fine.
Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station. Off down the projector. Now they're hours from home.
You still here, Grandma?
Alright, where are you, lady? There you are.
Speaking of annoying, did you like the little back door I put in your station?
Enterprise are back near Projector Beta.
Technically speaking, Tilly would be the grandma. Or Tilly would be the grandma.
Yeah. That's true.
Have fun now.
That's one thing about the Terran universe. There's always been some time dilation between.
Yeah. It lets them get away with better storylines.
The shield vessels are negating your attacks on the Enterprise.
Actually, I see what you wrote there, and we can discuss in just a moment once we're done killing some Terran stuff. Come on, let me target the shield ship.
Are you kidding me with this? My ship is invincible. Give up already. Back in a bit. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Oh, he wants us. Oh, Tilly.
The Enterprise is near Projector Gamma.
You kids have fun now. Don't even try to catch me.
Enterprise is back near Projector Beta.
I forgot that I switched this over to part phasers. Oops. Because I made phaser damage last night.
Are you kidding me with this? My ship is invincible. Give up already. You know what? I'm done.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Done. We sent the Terran code with a message. If you intend to test us, be prepared for the consequences. Hopefully their Emperor will...
Alright, so... Ashi says, quite poorly, to be honest. I assume that's in response to how are you doing. But I'm alive, and that's usually considered a good thing. It's good that you're alive, yes. There are days when it's like, long day of legal stuff to get through. Glad your day's going all right, though. Yeah, we want you to have a good day, Ashi. I know there's days of suckatoodleness, but you got people who love you. Just let us know what you need. Mar Hawkman says, I am gets exploded. Obi-Wan says, sadly, the anniversary pack was underwhelming. I don't know. Yes, they could have done better, but it's 14th anniversary. Assuming we have a 15th anniversary, I do expect to see better, because if nothing else, they won't be in the middle of switching from one company to another one. Always an issue. Oh no, Chris! The horrors, we're going to have to go do more stuff. Let's see. Lemurius needs an Iconian TFO. So let's invite Lemuri to join us.
I just got another 55 Zen. So I'm up to
Excellent.
1,642.
Because numbers. Yeah, no, Obi-Wan. That would be amazing if we get to 15, which I sure hope we're doing. At this point, it does look like 15 isn't going to be an issue unless something really, really, really bad happens. I have a friend in Australia who does things on birthdays ending in 5 or 0. So for her 50th, we went mountain climbing in New Zealand. That was an adventure. Oh my God, it's been a while. It's been 11 years since we did that. 12 years now. So let's see, we have an Iconian TFO that we need to do. That would be knowing Chris's love of all things ground. I'm thinking that's Gateway to Grethor. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah, game.
Okay. Chris, have you got your Tetrions on? Before I hit this? So for my last birthday ending in a 5 or a 0, which was last week, I bought a house, which isn't quite as cool as climbing up a mountain. And especially since every day it's like, oh, now I have to do this. Oh, now I have to do this. Yes, you have to deal Tetrion damage. Go. Okay. Weeboo?
Iwu?
Weeboo? Everybody got a weeboo? Lamorius, you got a weeboo? Okay. So as I was saying, we should do something tonight. I don't know what we should do. As I slowly work my way back into doing stuff at night. Last night we set up the television and discovered that, oh, we don't have the right cable to hook up the speakers. Snark! So everything's running off the little computer speakers.
The invasion of Kodos has begun.
I'll go right.
I will go left.
You know, this map is rather large, and
Oh.
yet we only use the front end of it.
Have you been around to the backside?
Not particularly.
You know, if you do demo record, you can move around the map as much as you want the whole time that the event's running. It's just a 15-minute demo record sucks up a huge amount of space. But it gives, if you want to, and you start demo recording, you can then experiment as much as you want while the recording's finished and go back and look at it.
I'll go right.
And I'll still go left. I forgot to hit phasers.
Our reinforcements are inbound.
Oh, maybe we'll do some ship leveling tonight.
The starbase is secure.
We'll
Take
go
planet side.
I'm going planet side.
Shipyard is secure.
I am not doing shuttle events. Maybe I'll stay here in the middle? Let me know if you need help over there, Ed, because we have 3 people over here. Since Chris is one of them, I'm sure we are more than covered.
I wish shuttle content was better, but
They could up the shuttle content.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
No, we don't need to kill. No, we don't need to do that one. Thank you.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of theta radiation. Close them.
So since I wasn't at work last week, nobody thought to buy coffee. So needless to say, I do have a job to do as soon as we're done here, which is run over to the not local anymore 7-Eleven, no, Walmart, and get a couple cases of coffee pods.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
And they were at the point of they were ordering coffee from the coffee shop and having it delivered. I'm thinking, you could just go to the grocery store and buy coffee pods. Yeah, well,
The troop transports from the starbase.
you had to subsist on a diet of Earl Grey. No, I have my coffee. What I couldn't find was the coffee pot, which I have now found. Haven't found the hair dryer, which is made for some really interesting hairstyles this week. It's someplace.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
As she says, you know, I really do love the Mr. Yup pistol. It's such a good clearing ability. Yes, yes it does. Mr. Yup's pistol has an excellent reputation.
The troop transports from the starbase.
Is that the one that's very stimulating?
I
Kind
think
of
that's
reddish looking?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna miss this gateway. Oh, somebody's already there. Then I don't have to worry about that. I guess nope. I'll leave that alone then. So apparently next weekend, Will Wheaton's going to be here in Indy for a Comic-Con type thing. And it's $66 for the ticket for the weekend, and I don't know, do I really want to spend $66 to go to get him to sign my book? Plus the $40 for getting an autograph. So much money. Is Will Wheaton worth $106 is probably the question.
Well, it was worth the, 120 hours I listened to him reading books.
Oh, what? Has he done books? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's narrated both the Ready Player books.
Oh, that's
Player
right.
1
I
and 2.
did see that.
And he also did a new version of The Martian.
Oh.
When they originally did it, they paid pittance for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the original narrator wanted more when the time came up to renew, so they just
Wow.
paid Wheaton less.
So Patrick Stewart has his memoir, not an autobiography, but a memoir. And he decided to do the audio version of it, which is good. I mean, if you're going to pay for Patrick Stewart, get Patrick Stewart. Apparently it took him 41 days to record it. Can you imagine working on something and just sitting in a little booth with a director for 41 days? Youch. Let's see. Ashley says he's also pretty big in TTRPGs. If you're into D&D at all, he's supposedly got an amazingly entertaining dice curse where he basically can't roll over a 10 on a D20. All I can say is I occasionally go to ASEN Sorry, to Gen Con, which is here in Indy. And the past couple of times I've been there, he's just walking around. Everybody there they're not oblivious to him, but, it's just not done to go and pester people.
Oh yeah.
There's 20,000 people in that place, and everybody's just like everybody else. It's kind of cool.
Jason Mewes goes to comic book conventions and stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And part of his rider is unfeathered access to a gaming computer. And he'll be there, in the gaming center and playing, and nobody bothers him. Like you're taking a break, we're going to leave you alone.
Yes. So my friend Catherine and I were in a little pub in London one day, and she mentions very casually, Patrick Stewart sitting behind you. And she goes, no, you can't look. This is Britain. We just don't do that. Okay. So surreptitiously I had to go look. Yep. Having a tea.
That's when you pull out your compact, check your makeup.
Yeah, 1, I don't carry a purse. 2, I don't wear makeup. 3, I don't have compact. You discreetly drop your wallet and turn around.
Knock a fork on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we non-British people do it. Come on. There we go.
I was in an elevator with Brent Spiner at DFW Airport. I did not say a single word, and I'm not sure who farted, if it was me or him.
It is the cool thing about working at a convention is the relationships get a little bit different than when you're the guest and just a nerd. I'm trying to be nice about that, but come on, we're nerds. Did we get the Dreadnought? No. Come on. Was almost dead. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gone. That's a good point, Chris. His voice isn't the best these days. It isn't. It's really interesting. If he hasn't been doing anything, I was listening to him the other day. It's really clear, doesn't have that hoarseness. But I was noticing as he was doing Picard, it was getting raspier and raspier and raspier with every episode, so it takes its toll. Did you get your Tetrion damage, Chris? Did you get your Terran ships id?
Yes.
Lemurians, I can't remember what we were doing for you, but did you get what we needed there? Oh, you're Iconian. Yeah, I think that would count as an Iconian. Okay, so no heat up here is a little too cool. I'm trying to figure out how to keep each room in the right temperature. What do we have? Let's see. Chris. Oh, wow. Advanced diffusive Tetrion torpedo launcher. That'll get you some Tetrion damage, yes. I have Undine ships. We could do Undine Assault if you'd like. You guys okay with doing a little Undine Assault here?
Yep.
Chris, Lemurians? Anybody else? Ashley, I saw you're in the game. Okay, let me set that up here. Yep, yeah, no problem. Let me know when you're ready and I'll hit the go button. So it was 27 degrees when I woke up yesterday. Got home from work. It was nice and sunny, so I left the back door open so the dogs could just run in and out at leisure. And I didn't have to turn on the heat till I went to bed. So it was almost 60 degrees at some point during the day yesterday. However, this morning it was cold and I had the dogs. Yes, advanced. Chris, let me know when you're ready. Okie doke, Undine Assault, advanced.
Wee-woo?
Wee woo! And of course, an ad break. That's not going to stop us. Oh, you know the horrible thing about having to go to Walmart to get coffee for everybody? Is the really good coffee shop is in the same complex with the Walmart. And it's Tuesday, which is half-price coffee day. Woohoo! Yeah, my brain's not in a position to do a lead at 6:45 in the morning. And honestly, I need to tweak my ships. That's right, we can start early on this one. Where am I? I'm at the south. There it is. It's up in the top lane, between the top two lanes, for the fluidic rift.
An Undine Dreadnought has entered local space, performing a scan of the rift.
Id, are you going for the rift?
Don't know. There's a
Okay.
dreadnought here.
Okay, well then I'll go for the rift. I saw you were aiming in the same direction, so...
Undine fluidic space rift gamma has been closed.
Apparently I got my Undine ships, yay. The tank is here. Well, it's perfect because it's Tuesday. Tank should be here today.
Undine fluidic space rift beta has been closed. An errant fluidic rift is opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
hate the rifts because they're so hard to find.
Undine Fluidic Space Rift Omega has been closed. Undine Fluidic Space Rift Alpha has been closed. An errant fluidic rift has opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map. An Undine Dreadnought has entered local space.
Come on, where are you? There it is.
Undine Fluidic Space Rift Psi has been closed.
You ever notice you never see anybody named Psy who's not like 80?
This is so true. Actually, I was thinking back to one of my husband's acquaintances whose name was Cy.
Undine Fluidic Space
And
Rift Pi
yes, he was in his 80s and decided to have a stroke while he was driving.
Ooh.
That was not good. I'm gonna bet that we're not gonna do the rest of the errant rifts here. As people have started to go for the planet killer, so.
An errant fluidic rift has opened between
It's too late, Tuvok. If you'd really wanted us to do it, you would have made this more challenging. Yay! Go Team Venture. Let's do that and that. Alright, don't really have time to do another one unless somebody needs to do the red alert. Does anyone need to do red alert real quick?
I think I'm hours away. Let's look.
Well,
2
I'm,
hours, 7 minutes. I
I'm-
can run it if anybody needs it. But
I'm 19 hours away, so it doesn't make any difference to me. But I thought if somebody needs it, we can slam one down. It was getting late last night. I realized I hadn't run Zenkethi ships, so I did the Zenkethi red alert, which went very well. I realized there's a fail criteria, but it still worked just fine and still took about 3 minutes, but was kind of a different one. Okay, well, we're all good there. Well, in that case, we're going to end a couple minutes early here, and I will go over to the coffee shop and the other coffee shop, better known as Walmart, to get everything for everybody. And now I get to do the easy part of the day, which is dogs need to go out, open door. The only thing I have to figure out is they hate the snow and they hate the rain, so I think I'm going to have to come up with some area that's covered that they can go out in the lawn, but have it covered and not muddy and not rainy.
yeah, dog run of sort.
Yeah. Just to make sure they've got an area that's just for them, but that'll have to wait a little bit more. I have a few projects to get done first. All right, everybody. We will be on tonight. I think we're going to do ship leveling. So if you want to join us, go get some of those ships that you want to get leveled for traits or whatever, or if you're just a completionist, and we will get them done. My plan is we will team up, and as everybody gets their ship leveled, they have to drop off, and somebody new can join up, and we'll keep running it that way. All right. So thank you all for being here. Are you ready with our sound effect there, Ed?
There we go.
Okay. On behalf of everybody here at the Dark Mom Consortium and Moopsie in the Morning, stay moopsome.
Moopsie.